I just have to clear 2 of the quests, which should be okay. Alright. We'll do Hunter. What's up, Johnny Spin? Johnny Spin says, hey guys, great to see you all. Alright, that's good. Oh, this is why I hate playing Hunter, because it's all True Aim Crescent now. It's too much thinking for True Aim Crescent, you know? Legend Heart says, so neither you nor Merps are streaming tomorrow for New Year's? No, I'm gonna stream on Friday, on New Year's Day. Well, at night on New Year's Day, but not for New Year's Eve. You know what, maybe we are gonna restart. This is, that was not encouraging. Oh, that was fine. What the hell was wrong with Wolpertinger? Corrupted Seer is not our friend. Ogre Master should be fine. Sassy Deckhand, and we're just gonna have weapons? Yeah, you know what, that's fine too. This deck is probably dead if we don't have the weapons. This is very concerning. Also, what the hell? Did they not adjust Hunters up? Like, what is this? I'll do an Imprisoned Felmaw. I just need my curve to be low. Okay. Yeti's fine. On the hunt, yes. Second True Aim Crescent, yes. Why is Felmaw 67? Is it bad? I think there's something wrong with Felmaw. I haven't figured it fully out yet. It should not be that bad. It should probably be like a 100 or something. Like, it's not good, but we definitely have it too low. Yeah, we'll Ritualist. We have no 3. Okay, 1/5 is fine. We have 1 Elemental in the Circus Amalgam. Okay, I think it's Scavenging Hyena. We have a lot of beasts, small beasts. We're gonna get more small beasts. I really don't want or need a Loot Hoarder in this deck. No, I'm not taking my 3rd True Aim Crescent on pick 12. I hate this card. It just involves too much thinking. I'll take a Fishy Flyer. I don't want a Pen Flinger. I have too many 1s. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 legit 1-drops already. Let's keep it low. Dragon Ball Stalker is actually not bad. You know what? I think we actually do need a Dragon Ball Stalker. Like, we can't afford to go this fast, can we? Can we afford to go that fast? Claw Machine is a must-pick card. Claw Machine is at 6, which means you can't end the game on 6 because you have to play 7. So I think, no matter how fast we go, we should at least go up to 7 drops. The dragon works well with the crescent. What dragon? Oh, Dragon Ball Skystalker? Sure. Another 1-drop. Discover a secret. Get a card. It's fine. Definitely not taking the Bloodsail Raider. We do have 2 True Aim Crescents, so I see that you can start with a 2-mana 3/3, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4 2-drops already. I don't really need it. Darkmoon Tonk is the big boy. It will get us some face damage, which we like. Knife Juggler works better with this deck. We have a lot of random tokens. But I think we said we'd cap out at 7, right? So we're going to do it. We're going to cap out at 7. This is about as good of a 7 drop as you can possibly hope for. I am not doing a Mage Scribe. Mage Scribe is too low. And Hunter spells, a lot of them really, really suck. So we're going to do a Parade Leader. Lake Thresher is good. We're going to be on the board. It's also a beast. Oh, Teacher's Pet. The card that should not exist. Ooh, Adorable Infestation. I gotta do Teacher's Pet, but it's a tough choice. Imprison Felmaw. That should be fine. Put more stuff down. Optimistic Ogre, I can't control where it hits, so it's kind of useless to me. Adorable Infestation, yes. This is what I need. That is the card. Good, good. More Dancing Cobras. I need some 3 and 4 drops. I mean, I'm not going to take a Murloc Raider over a Smug Senior, but Smug Senior is not the kind of card we want. I said Smug Senior is not the card we want. Do we have enough beasts to take Fresh Scent? I think we do. I think we have enough beasts to take Fresh Scent. Because I just don't want so many Smug Seniors. Like, what are Smug Seniors doing? Smug Seniors just, like, help us get 2 more damage, you know, each. I'm so scared. Great, Firebird's fine. Alright, it's not an Imprisoned Vile Fiend. It's either a Horror or another Tonk. We are very on the board, so a Horror would not be bad. Everyone wants Tonk. Is Tonk like a meme, or do you guys actually think it's the best for the deck? I feel like I should take Wriggling Horror. Like, 1 Tonk is already a lot. I'm gonna take a Wriggling Horror. Good. Animal Companion. We want a 3-drop. We got a 3-drop. Good. More Adorable Infestations. Oh, okay. Alright. These are cards I like. Could take another Wappletinger. Could get another Animal Companion for a 3-drop, or I could take a Lion. I have a lot of good Death Rattles. Big Death Rattles. I don't know if I have a lot of Death Rattles here. Yeah, I don't have small Death Rattles. I only have big Death Rattles. It's either Wappletinger or Lion. I think... Let's see how much initiative we have. I'm okay with like 8 initiative cards. 1. Not counting that. I'm going to count buffs as initiative. 2. 3. 4. 5, 6. 7. 8, 9. We have a lot of very small initiative. This is really tough. These 2 are probably of equal value in our deck. Legend Heart would go Companion because you need 3s, and 3s activate Cobra. I could wait to activate the Cobra. I don't really care that much about the Cobra. I would definitely not take an Animal Companion because we have so many 1s. Like, we don't need 3s. We can do 2s with 3s. Yeah, okay. I'll go with a Wappletinger. There's a 3. Oh, or a Freezing Trap. Oh, so good. Okay. I gotta think about this. Overconfident Orc is, of course, insanely good, especially with all of our low, like 1/1s and stuff that we could throw in. And we need a 3-drop. But Freezing Trap, it, like, because we're playing tempo, so we don't really care. So we've effectively, like, nullified one of his cards. I think it should be Freezing Trap. I'm not 100% sure. Alright. Let's do this. You see this curve, guys? You guys see this? It's a man's curve. All 1s and 2s. More cliff than a curve. Mm-hmm. We got some decent sized ones. We have a Tonk to cap it off that'll hopefully get us lethal. This is gonna be so interesting. This deck is either gonna do like fine or it's gonna really suck. I think there's no way this is a good deck though. Like, we have no reach cards. It's just our hero power. That's our only reach. We just kind of like keep the board, buff stuff, get some face damage when we can. So I'm in like training mode. I can do like significantly higher, but like without the forced overtime. Forced overtime is hard for me, but I did some math and forced overtime is not like that bad. If I'm going to try to do high heats, like 40 plus heats, and I definitely do plan on getting there at some point, I'm gonna need forced overtime on. So I'm just kind of training for it right now. My goal is to do 48 heat with all the weapons. And then 51 heat with my best weapon. That's my goal.
Job done.
Maybe I could get higher, but we'll see. Because I can't do the timer. I may be able to do the first level timer, but not more than that. So I'm already like down.
These old bones just keep moving.
Like, I'm already down 5 heat from the 64 max, so 59 is my theoretical max.
Is it cold in the shadows?
I am already in your head.
At least I'm not giving him his 4-drop. Like, immediately. It's fine.
You don't pick the one, silly.
Cool. Cool. Johnny Spin says, I really like the YouTube pop-up link in the Lightforge. Very cool. Yeah. We added that, like, I think, like, maybe a year back? A little less than a year back? ZD Man decided to put it in. His idea. I really like it too. Can he do anything? Or is he dead the next turn? He's dead! GG! Turn 6 win. That's how this deck rolls. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Maybe my picture is so small, but I've had this like this sty, this like pimple thing on my eyelid for like months now. And I finally went to the eye doctor to get it checked out. And so now I'm on these like eye drops. I think it's drying out my eye. He full mulligan? That's a good sign. Alright. I am okay with this.
Quickly.
Presumably he doesn't have a 2-drop. Because again, he full mulliganed. Like, is it possible he gets a 1-drop and a 2-drop? Yeah, it is, but I don't think it's happening.
just keep moving.
Low.
My blade be thirsty.
My minions attack from left to right, or do my minions attack from the order I summon them? They attack from left to right, right? Order played? Oh, that sucks.
I hunt alone.
Oh, I could have gone face first. That's 2 damage. See, that's what's the problem with this weapon. Like, it forces you to do things that's just, like, very weapon specific.
What now?
That should upgrade. Probably.
That's pretty good. Is it order played or order summoned? Like, what's gonna attack first? The Felmaw or the Lake Thresher if I use my weapon? Felmaw? Okay. To the face.
I am already in your head.
Okay. Okay.
I will not retain.
No, that's pretty good for him.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that.
No need to use my weapon yet. Cool, cool, cool.
To my side.
Okay.
For the war chief.
That is fine.
Actually, I'm good here.
I hunt alone.
I have lethal even if he hero
We'll be
powers,
fine.
as
It
long as he
wasn't that
doesn't
big.
kill both my minions. Alright, that's just game. GG! 2 wins! 2-0 Hunter!
Rexar versus Thrall. For Doomhammer. Let the hunt
Oh
begin.
god. Oh, please don't be stupid. I have so many 1-drops. Good.
Happy Feast of Wintervale. Happy Feast of Wintervale.
Don't kill, don't kill. Please don't kill. I don't want a freezing trap on turn 2.
One shot, one kill.
Don't kill, don't kill. Please don't kill. You know what? Fine. I feel like we're not winning this one. Like, because Elven Archer changed the entire game. Please, I'm okay drawing more cards. Do it, fish me, fish me.
I wonder.
He has to attack. Yeah. I don't really have a choice. Oh god. Okay. Restarting my computer after this. Gotta get that face damage. Got to start hero powering. I'm gonna run out of cards. He's unlikely to play the card that gives him more cards because he has so many cards.
We're gonna rip you apart.
Yeah, let's brawl!
Great. Really? That's how he wants to deal with it.
My time.
Better be something good.
Let's see him clear everything. Title? Yeah, I mean, if he has title, we never win, right? Like, he doesn't have anywhere near what it takes to clear the board right now. So he needs a board clear, a hex. That's fine. That doesn't do anything. That's significantly less fine. Significantly less fine.
Always little time. Quickly.
You'll pay for that!
Hunt alone.
There was no way to get the Tonk to hit on that turn because I had a Death Rattle, so that 3-4 would have hit first. It's very annoying. Oh, come on! If you played the taunt before trading, I think it would have attacked before the 3-4. No, the 4-6 would have hit the taunt then.
Well fought. I concede.
If Death Rattle minion spawns after taunt gets played, will taunt not attack first? I don't know, will it? Like, that's the problem with this card, right? Like, the Truant Crescent, it's really hard to know what the card does. It's a very poorly designed card. But it's so freaking powerful that you have to use it. Decay says, you mean kill the taunt? I was thinking 4 mana 7/7. Well, you have to kill the taunt before you can do anything to the 4 mana 7/7. And in order to kill the taunt, the 5/6 has to die.
You give me strength.
Let the hunt begin.
Yeah, people in chat are saying play Tunk before trading, not sure if it works. Right? It's the mark of a terribly designed card. Nobody in chat, we got 150 people watching right now, nobody in chat knows how this card works. Like, you should know how the card works by just reading it. That's basic game design, right? Okay, I'll kill it. Please don't be... Oh no, this one's gonna be awakened.
Hunt alone. I hunt alone.
Full clears with him trading into it. It's about as good as I can get. Don't do it. Okay.
To my side. Hunt alone.
Okay, what do you do with 3 mana? Just heal face, great. Need cards. Was really expecting him to do something there. That's good. It's very good.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that big.
Priest can do priest things. I thought they just made big minions. Yeah, like that. That I'm okay with. That I'm ready for. Okay. I just have lethal on the board.
Well played.
I hunt alone.
No need to worry.
What's the minion? The taunt? It's a 5 mana 1/1. Or maybe 6 mana 1/1? I don't know. It gains +1/+1, 1/1 taunt. Sorry, 3/3 taunt. It gains +1/+1 for each spell that's in your hand. So it could be like an oversized 5-drop.
Rexar versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer.
Let the hunt.
Asparagus Annie says deck is pretty good. I mean, the deck is cohesive. I don't know about good. Wait, so chat, have we figured out if True Aim Crescent hits left to right? Or if it hits based on the order played? No one in chat knows. We're all in the same boat. Alright, can someone just Google this and tell me? I'm sure it's on the Wikipedia page, how this card works. We're getting sniped, by the way. It's the same asshole that sniped us twice, and then we quit. Now he's back to snipe us here, when it's not the coop, with the same account.
I am already in your head.
Minions attack in the order they were summoned into the battlefield. Okay, so we could have won that last game then. We could have played our big guy and then gotten him to hit. Well, I don't know if we would have won. We would have taken a lot of face damage and we would have still needed 2 more turns of him not killing us, basically. But we would have been closer. Like, that's what I would have done if I knew I could do it. Mr. Mindless says, at least Freezing Trap is a secret that works pretty well. Yeah, I mean, none of this matters, you know? Like, I'm a hunter. I've shown my super aggression. He could snipe, he could not snipe. Like, it's all very whatever. Oh my god.
Hunt alone.
Great. Nice. Discovering spells. Are we gonna play this game of does he have a board clear? Because I could hit it. It'll trade a bunch of stuff in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I hunt alone.
I don't have lethal. He got both of them. Seriously? I can't believe he actually got both of them.
Well played.
Like, it just doesn't matter too much if you're getting sniped, besides the kind of deck he has. Like, he probably has an insane deck, but we don't care, right? Like, this is like if we played a paladin. We're either gonna win or we're not gonna win. I actually don't know how long it's been since I've restarted the computer. Yeah, no, I've already turned off Skype. Skype sometimes does weird things.
You give me strength.
Let the hunt begin.
I'll get a 1 or 3 drop. Yeah, there we go. Zerika says Hades is so good. Yeah, I'm planning a 20-part video series on Hades.
You don't pick the one, silly. I am already in your head.
I need to coin this out, and that's why I had to play that instead of coining out a 2-drop. Because this is so much better when it's earlier, and it blocks for you. So this next turn I have to on the hunt, which is kind of awkward if he doesn't like do something that lets me on the hunt. And then I get the Cobra out.
What is a loon's will?
And after that I got 2 more, so it'll be fine. Oh, good. No, I can't target it.
The whispers.
He can Holy Nova, I'll still be on the board. It's not the worst Holy Nova for us. No, even better.
Better be something
These old bones just keep moving.
Become the hero this world needs. Greatness calls.
Okay.
I hunt alone.
Wait a minute!
March on!
I hunt alone.
He picked that spell really fast. But I guess it's not a Holy Nova. Or else it's kind of an autoplay here. I am running out of steam, which is very bad. Very, very bad.
I wonder.
March on!
Wait a minute!
I just gotta push. I can't trade into that. That was way too much health. Okay, good luck. Hope the imprisoned Thelma does you good.
Trinkets.
That's GG. There is unfortunately just nothing we can do about it.
Wait a minute!
March on!
Hunt alone.
Grades getting low.
Huh? Is he gonna blow all his own shit up too? Including his heal? It's an interesting strategy.
An education. No, you'll pay for that.
It was a question of why.
I hunt alone.
I don't know. There's still hope, there's no hope. We got nothing.
What a day.
Alright. We have to win on the most ridiculous odds of both of these having to go face. He won once he discovered the lifesteal minion. And we had no way of removing his board that turn. We're 1 damage short of being able to remove his board. Well, okay, that's not true. We could have removed his board. No, we couldn't have. He had a death rattle. Yeah, there was just no way we could have removed his board. We could have given him a smaller minion to buff, but he still would have won. If we removed the board, didn't deal the damage. Do I have anything that generates true random? I can generate random secret. That doesn't do me any good. No, I got nothing. Asparagus Annie says 2%. Yep, let's win the 2%. Alright, already lost the 2%. Just all losing all the 2%. Alright. If he's gonna suck, I am not going to wait for it.
I can see.
Like, you couldn't even play it in the right order. I'm not letting you finish your turn. I was gonna let him finish his turn, but then he played his cards in, like, a weird order.
Rexar versus Garrosh.
Victory or death! Let the hunt begin.
Fine, I'll keep the 1-drop.
Ooh, bet there's something great inside.
Fly!
No. Bad pick.
Legendary.
Thanks for the sub, Speed Demon. 12 months. Got goat, got goat. Speed Demon says happy end of 2020. Wishing both goats health and good luck in 2021. Thanks, man. We will try. We will try. This is looking like a loss. It's also like when Warrior plays that on turn 1, you lose the game. And it's okay. Yeah, I can't do nothing. I'm gonna block for it anyway, so he still has a coin, by the way. Why not Snake Trap? Because if he did... Okay, so there's two choices, right? He either plays a 1-mana card with initiative, or he doesn't. If he does, we lose anyway, right? We weren't going to win this Snake Trap with the Snake Trap. The only way for us to win was for him to not have that card. So the fact that he had that card doesn't really mean much, because we were going to lose this game anyway if he had that card. You have to play as if your opponent doesn't have the cards, that it doesn't matter, right? Like, we're not winning this game. Like, you guys see his cards? We are not winning this game. We had a 0% chance to win this game from the beginning of the game. So, these are not games you worry about. Helping Friendly Book says it is possible to drop a Merp-style Hunter with the current pool. It is, but you're giving up too much value. Like, you're not going to get a good deck. Okay, fine. What? Oh.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that great.
I have trained for days.
Hunt alone.
No need to worry.
The most terribly designed card in the game. I am never playing Hunter and Demon Hunter again until they remove it from the game. Because it's too good, you can't not take it, but it doesn't, like, do stuff. Like, we just lost the game, because... And we probably lost the earlier game, too, because it's just a terrible card.
Actually, I'm with you.
Hunt alone.
I probably can't use my face on anything anymore.
Summon, not you.
I hunt alone.
I don't have lethal anyway. No matter what I do, I'm setting up 2-turn lethal. But yeah, like, we would have won this game if we knew the order, if we knew how this card worked. Like, it didn't even lower its attack to 1. That's how bad it was. And that's all we needed it to do, is to actually lower the attack to 1 like it should have.
I can wait no longer.
No.
You're ready for that! I'll get even!
There's one card that would make me not attacking be a problem. He just needs 1 more damage. Like, he needs any weapon, right? Because he has this guy, yeah. Oh, did we edge it out?
Well played.
We edge it out. GG. This play's not mattering. It may have mattered in our first mess. Wasn't this game over on turn 1? I mean, it was. I don't know how he lost it. It's the 2-loss meta. Crazy things happen. I mean, I do know how he lost it. He couldn't, like, he basically played super, super, super unbelievably hard into my, the freezing trap. When it's been on the board for a few turns already. Like, he should have had a decent read by then, by that point, that it was most likely to be a freezing trap. But instead he was like, well, if it's a freezing trap, I'm gonna give him a chance to come back. And it was a freezing trap.
Rexar versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Let the hunt begin.
doesn't have a ping target. The next turn, I could play a 3-2 with a 2-2. Oh, for real?
We hunger for vengeance.
Wait. Oh, he used a coin. No, I had the coin. How do you do that? Oh, primordial studies. Great. Literally the only one that doesn't work. I wanted the 4-4, but the Hogger would have been okay too. This is the only one that can't protect this guy. His Cult Neophyte basically won him the entire game. Just because he had it on turn 2. It set us back 2 mana. And then kept stuff on the board.
Class.
I couldn't give him the Firebird in case it was a mirror, so I didn't mind if that got counterspelled, but this is the most terrible outcome possible. Not that it matters, we lost the game on turn 2. My eyes. I'm gonna have to put eye drops in after this.
Shields up!
I can't actually do anything.
Hunt alone.
Quickly. A charming composition.
Let me work my magic. Magical.
These old bones just keep moving.
You don't pick the one.
What is that secret? Like a spell thing? I guess it has to be a spell thing.
You win this.
Okay. He couldn't take advantage of the fact that he totally destroyed all of our momentum. Like, we were not back to where we should have until turn 6. And he still couldn't finish it off. I mean, the good thing about putting a deck all in... Like look at the curve of this deck, right? Like, we're getting a lot of tempo. And I guess a lot of decks just have, like, random holes these days, right? Like, you don't curve out, you do something weird, and then you don't quite have enough in the tank to survive us. So, overall, what I've learned from this deck is that this is a pretty good pace for an aggro deck. Like, you don't gotta go faster than this. Like, I feel like this is probably the perfect size overall for the deck. Like, having 7-drops, having 1 7-drop is okay. Maybe even 2 7-drops. I don't know about an 8-drop, but
Rexar versus
7-drops are definitely fine. And then having some, like, a couple 5s and 6s.
Begin.
Didn't seem like it really, like, ruined us or anything.
Happy Feast of Wintervale.
Happy Feast of Wintervale.
2-3. Coin it out.
These old bones just keep moving.
3-4. Play it.
I taste blood. March on!
I am not a morning person.
That's pretty good.
March on!
Oh, I see. I see how it is not good. So I control the Felmon next turn, right? Like my weapon. Whatever I hit, the Hellmaw will hit. He still has a coin. Oh god. So I think we lost. He literally has full health.
X marks the spot.
Go face. Thank you.
I hunt alone. I hunt alone.
Tonk will save us. Tonk will not likely save us. He just discovered 2 spells and healed to almost full. We are not going to be standing. He still has a coin, by the way.
I must consider.
Like, of those 2 spells, there is more healing or there is board clears. Oh, shit. He's going to play his entire hand out this turn. I'm glad this is 4 attack. That's helpful, at least. 3 Holy Smites. Oh. That's not bad. He just, like, healed. Alright. Well, I'm not going to bring that into hard removal range for obvious reasons. that's desperate. Oh, GG, we got there. You know, assuming the game doesn't totally freeze. Alright. Whew. He could not find stuff with his spells. He just used his spells. Like, he must have found nothing. Because he used his spells to find other stuff that was discovering more spells, and he kept trying to draw and discover his answers, and he just couldn't. He ended up having one Holy Smite of all that mana spent. Like I said, like, decks are vulnerable these days. 7-2. Asparagus Annie says 5 more wins out with that. I mean, you guys see this deck. It's not. We're in the 2-loss bracket, okay? That's why we have any chance of being where we are. I'm happy with 7 wins. If you asked me how I thought this deck was going to do, I probably would have said 7. Maybe 6. So we already got there. Everybody bet really high for some reason. So I'm glad at least I didn't go below 6. It's a cohesive deck. It's just kind of playing the wrong archetype. And the overall value of the deck is not particularly high.
Let the hunt begin.
I'm just gonna coin out the Cobra as a 1/5. If you guys are wondering what the hell I'm doing with the Cobra. Like, he can't touch it, it really turns into a 2/6. Helps slow down the Paladin aggression in the early game.
Reporting for duty.
The best defense is a great defense.
Quickly.
I thought this was better than keeping a giant hyena. Could have had a giant hyena, but then I would have nothing else on the board after that. So overall, I think it was the right move. Animal Companion will die, but I don't have anything else I'm doing.
To my side.
Good. It's too much for the game to handle.
That's not a valid target.
Apparently, I was trying to do something weird.
Job's done.
Don't consecrate me, bro. I felt pretty safe not getting consecrated because he would have done it last turn. But he could always top deck it, right? I can't control it. Alright. Pretty happy with this. I get a fishy flyer with 6 attack. What?
Everyone!
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, whoa, whoa! That's not fine. Okay.
I wonder.
These old bones just keep moving.
Job's done.
The best defense is a great defense.
I hunt alone.
Could clear it, leave a rallying blade. Or he eats it. Kind of a pity.
I move quickly. I hunt alone.
I don't know if that was the right move. Maybe I should have hit his face. But, like, if he doesn't taunt, like, we win anyway, right? So you gotta imagine he taunts.
Reporting for duty.
Like, I don't care, right? If he doesn't taunt, we win. So, presumably, he has a way to taunt stuff. Nope. Alright, he just does nothing. He can't use his weapon? Yeah, but he could deal 1 damage and totally eliminate the effectiveness of our minions. Right? Like, the only thing that we're afraid of is taunt. If he heals, then we definitely should have done that. If he taunts, then what I did was right. And if he doesn't taunt, I don't think it matters, we just kind of win. If he doesn't taunt or heal. But the 6-1 is very vulnerable. I don't think it was like a slam dunk play, but I think it was more likely than not that that was the right play. Blue Owl says, should have hit the minion before playing the 4-5. I don't think that matters. It's not how that weapon works. As we found out, that weapon works in very weird and mysterious ways. Whoa.
Versus Illidan.
This ends
8-2
now.
Demon Hunter.
Let the hunt begin.
Please don't tell me this is an old Demon Hunter. Because we're definitely not going to beat an old Demon Hunter. How did he already make his move? Such hacks, man. Such hacks.
These old bones just keep moving.
I smell blood.
What the hell did he keep?
March on!
Yeah? Well, we lucked out that he top decked his 1-drop on turn 2 and not turn 1. He kept a card, though. I don't know what it is. And if he didn't have a 2-drop, then he can't hero power and trade. So he's just gonna play a 3-drop. Oh.
Is it cold
Yeah.
in the shadows?
Oh god. This is all terrible.
To my side.
Wait a minute!
Maybe I should have traded, played it again, and the mystery winner. Yeah, that was probably the play.
Demons? Demons. Yes.
Okay. That's completely okay. Don't do it. Don't have it. Don't have that 1 card. Pretty good with the other possibilities, but just not that 1 card.
You cannot break the broken.
Alright, that's not the best either, but I'll live.
Ooh, bet there's something great inside.
A charming composition.
Should have played out the snipe.
Time grows short.
Hero power is a 2-1. It's a 1-1 and another 1-1. Do I trade? I think I have to trade. Cycle incoming? Look, if he has a cycle, we don't win, right? Like, you guys can't be afraid of cards that if he just has it, we don't win. That's annoying.
You cannot break the broken.
It's very annoying. GG. Well, 8 wins. Pretty good for this deck.
Demons?
Just a very defensive demon hunter. He played 1 board clear and 2 lifesteal cards.
This way, you fools!
Muzzle their magic.
Oh. Okay.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that.
He's a pretty good top deck. He drew both of his healing. Cool, cool, cool. And he drew it during times when it mattered, not during times when it didn't matter. On the bright side, we have cards to play now, because when this taunt dies, we're going to get another one.
I grow impatient.
Maybe his hand is garbage. There's 2 cards he's been saving for a while, so I doubt it's like total garbage.
Time grows short.
Oh, well, at least he doesn't have outcast cards. Full trade. Hero power 6-1. He does not hero power the 2-1.
Actually, I'm
I hunt alone.
Okay. Let's kill off the stuff that freezes us. Like, he doesn't have a way to kill this, so... Waiting on top decks. We have lethal next turn if he doesn't taunt. Kyo says his hand is garbage? Maybe. We'll see if that's a Colossus Eagle's holding. He's had that card since turn 4. It's gotta be something, you know? Like, maybe what I'm hoping for is it's some, like, thing that buffs his face. And so it's, like, basically unusable. Like, maybe some, whatever that 1 mana card is, it gives you +2 attack. Ooh, we win! Oh, we got the perfect top deck, and we won. Any other top deck in our deck, and I think we lose. I think that was the only top deck in the entire deck that would have saved us. And we got it. Glacic says, if I played this shitty Hunter deck, I would go 1-3. Well, thanks, man, but, I mean, the deck was never shitty. It was, like, kind of a average Hunter deck. You gotta play it aggressively. It's definitely not a 9-win deck. We're just lucking out in all sorts of ways to get here. But that's kind of what aggro does. Like, what's good for aggro in this meta is that a lot of people have holes in their decks. Apparently, even at 9 wins, you get some holes in your deck. And when you have holes in your deck, an aggressive deck can exploit that. And that's what we've been doing. We've just been waiting until opponents have, like, bad turns or, like, run out of, like, stuff to do. It's gonna end. You're gonna start seeing more perfect decks. You can't build a 12-win deck by trying to take advantage of your opponent's weaknesses, because at some point your opponent just doesn't have weaknesses.
Let the hunt.
And then you actually have to be strong, and this deck is not. So, I'm happy it went 9. I would have guessed 6.5 wins, so we're way above that. Oh, come on. We full mulligan for 1-drops. We have 6 or 7 of them in our deck, and we didn't get a single one. It's the beginning of the end, boys.
These old bones just keep moving.
Like, all this stuff matters so much. Normally it just matters for board control, but for us, it's damage on the face. Wait, what?
Is it cold?
They just freeze our face? Okay.
March on!
I mean, he has 3 mana. If he just pings there and then we play a Circus Amalgam, I guess I'm okay. Like, we're not winning.
Is it cold?
Oh
in
my
the
god.
shadows?
I'm not protecting it. Fine. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Because he didn't have mana after doing that. He wanted to be on curve. And he'll ping this turn. So if he had hit in, I'd be able to trade my 4-1 into his 4-3, and he didn't like that.
I wonder.
Well, that's fine. Mm-hmm. Still doesn't have 1. Is he gonna double trade now? He is still not double trading.
Ooh, bet there's something great inside.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that.
Let's hope he doesn't have the second poly.
Hey, loser!
Oh, come on! I hate this game. It's just all like bullshitty things that shouldn't matter, and then they make it matter.
No need to worry.
Like, it's just a lot of random gotcha stuff. Like, positioning in this game is the most poorly designed thing. Because they make it matter like 2% of the time. And then you're supposed to think about it.
Hey, loser!
Wasn't me!
To my side.
Actually, I'm good here.
Hey, loser!
Wasn't me!
Really?
Well played.
You win this.
GG. Alright, 10 wins. This is the most frustrating run. Like, this entire deck and this entire game right now has just been trying to screw us over by little known mechanics that are applicable to like one specific card in the entire game. It's like the 5th time it's happened. I mean, mostly it's Truane Crescent, which is one of the most terribly designed cards for the game. It's a well-designed card in concept, but they do nothing at all about explaining how this card functions. It's just too complicated for this game. Like, it feels like a card that could exist in a different card game, but not this one. In Hearthstone, it's just a bad fit. And then Combustion. Ugh. Rick Astley says, I'd be happy with this deck going 10+. Oh, we're very happy. I thought the deck would go 6.5.
Rexar versus Arthas.
For Lordaeron, let the hunt begin.
Let's do this. Great.
Ooh, bet there's something great inside.
I must act now.
Let's go.
Drink with me, friend.
I hunt alone.
This will be epic. We'll see. Can't play those two even though I want to, because I don't have a play the turn after. So...
To my side. I hunt alone.
Okay. Don't sword me. Buff it.
I must have slain 100 or so.
That's pretty good.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
You are past redemption. The battle is over.
He doesn't want any part of this. He's just done. I'm like trying to figure out how to play my crappy hand full of 1-drops and crappy 2-drops, and he's like, no. He sees what's about to happen, right? I'm about to go all face, hero power. He's down to very low. Then I'm going to use my weapon to hit his braggart, and then my bear is going to end up going into his braggart. And then I'm going to play a bunch of other stuff. So even if he doesn't do anything, I'll probably hero power him down unless he has like a judicious whatever person. And if he does, then he's fine, but he probably didn't. So he's just done. All right, 11 wins. We said we get another class onto YouTube. This is now my 3rd solo stream in a row with a 12-win run. Hello, YouTube. Unfortunately, it's not 3 in a row, because we had a crappy priest run in the middle that won only 2 wins. But hello, YouTube. Asparagus Annie says, ADWCTA, and you didn't want to play Hunter in the beginning. You know what? Asparagus Annie, you're right. I did not want to play Hunter in the beginning because it is the second lowest win rate. And by some margin, it's like 2% below the other classes. The other classes are like 49. It's pretty balanced. And the Hunter's at like 47, barely. I said I'd play Hunter if it was 47 or above. And it turned out to be 47.1. But we were able to draft a pretty aggressive deck. And I think what this deck does well is it hits the pacing perfectly. I don't want this to be any slower. Like, we have not won a single game by hero powering them down. We basically empty our hand, hit the hero button, and end, right? Like, we could be a tiny bit faster. I think that would be okay. We do have a Smug Senior, which takes up a lot of space, and then we have 2 5-drops, another 6-drop, and a 7-drop, and a Fishy Flyer. So I think it could be a little slimmer, but we definitely don't want it any bigger. So we kind of hit the right spot, and then we lucked out a lot. Our opponents always had bad turns. Every one of our opponents had at least 1, if not 2 or 3 bad turns. And if you have a number of bad turns, like, we go phase, and then you're kind of out of it, unless you can do what that priest does, which is to stabilize with a lifesteal minion, and then we're out of it. So not quite Merp's Hunter, but similar idea, right? Like, look at the curve. We have like 1,000,000 1-drops and 1,000,000 2-drops, then 2 3-mana cards, 3 4-mana cards, 2 5-mana, 2 6-mana, 1 7-mana. So we are getting maximum use out of all of our mana. Zoro Muro says, time to pray for no priest, shaman, or warrior. We beat a warrior and a priest. And we might have beat that shaman too if I didn't misplay. Although I think we were still disfavored even if I didn't misplay. Like, I don't think we would have pulled it off, because he killed us in 2 hits. But he wouldn't have gotten as big of a swing if we didn't misplay. So I don't know. Mr. Ineptitude says 2 priests. Oh yeah, I guess we did beat 2 priests. Priests have really awkward turns, so they really need that combo to like turn it around. And all 3 priests we face, even the one that ended up beating us, did not have Holy Nova. Which is extremely fortunate, because at any point they have Holy Nova, it really sets us back, if not totally just ends the game. The paladins we faced didn't have Consecration. That Demon Hunter did have an Immolation Arrow, so that kind of hurt. But overall, we've been dodging board clears. I keep waiting for this run to end so I can finally like get some drops in my eyes. I guess no one else is playing tonight with 11 or 12 wins. No one wants to face this deck? Well, unless they're sniping, they don't know they're going to face this deck. And really, if someone did have like an actual good deck, that Paladin aside, right? We just out-controlled that Paladin. Like, that's how we won. Right? The Paladin did really well. But it's Paladin's one of the few classes that this deck is going to have a really good time facing. Like Paladins, Demon Hunters, Rogues. This deck is going to have a pretty good time with those. But the other guys, like, no one had a killer deck against us. Riker says ADWCTA is the last.
Versus Malfurion.
Wait,
I must protect.
is this real?
Let the hunt begin.
This isn't real, is it? You guys can check. I play it, you know, it could easily die, and then the Wriggling Horror won't do anything. So I'm gonna mulligan it all out. Is that real, Zeddy? Mr. Ineptitude says, that Grinning Goat, is it still possible to get a t-shirt, or am I roughly 3 years too late? It is totally possible to get a t-shirt, man. Just redeem your grass, or go on Amazon.com and type in Grinning Goat. Like, we sell our shirts on Amazon.com. He's playing ladder, so not real Zeddy? Aw, not a real Zeddy. Fake Zeddy. We're facing fake Zeddy. Fake Zeddy, which means probably Sniper. But we were waiting like a million years for this, so... It would have been like, if somebody like wants to snipe, that would have been the easiest snipe. Okay, let's see if he successfully does my 2-drop in. Does he have a 1-drop that he's afraid of playing because of the RNG from my guy? That'd be interesting. Face! Thank you.
Wait a minute! I can need it.
Just playing it as a 1-5. I'm not guaranteed to be able to actually... Oh. Okay. Okay. This is what we're doing. Alright. Don't heal on me now.
I can see.
We beat Fake Zeddy for the 12th win! It's the one thing I like about aggro decks. You know, we definitely got sniped once, that one I called out earlier. That was someone that sniped us like, I don't know, over 30 times at this point. This one, I don't know if it's a sniper, I just assume he's a sniper, because his name is Eddie. And there are probably other snipers in the middle, but there's not much you can do against an aggro deck. Like, all the information they have is, well, this hunter's gonna be aggressive, but you're still limited by what cards you have. So, here's proof that hunters can get 12 wins without a particularly great deck. It's, you know, I thought it was an average hunter deck. Maybe I've changed my mind. I think this is a better deck than I initially gave it credit for. The ability to use every single mana in a meta in which people really do not use every single mana. People, in fact, use very little of their mana. It really puts the pressure on. And we definitely lucked out a lot. You're not going to get this result with this kind of deck that frequently. But if you just roll the dice, you're going to get pretty high, right? Like, we got 12 wins. And we could get more if it doesn't cap at 12. So, you know, on average, this may actually... Like, I thought it went 6.5 on average. Maybe it goes 7.5 or even 8. Zoro Romero says, faced almost no board clears? Yeah, we faced almost no board clears. But if you think about this meta, Flame Strike aside, right? Like, early board clears, like 4 mana, maybe even 5 mana board clears. How many do you see? Like, most of the board clears that you're thinking of, people play way later on. Like, to actually have a board clear in your hand on turns 4, or maybe even 5, or 3, I guess, that would make the difference. It's just, it's not a high priority in this meta. I know we still rate board clears really high on the tier list, but we get a lot of pushback on that. I think board clears are a little, like there's a lot of, like, Shavera type stuff, but... Our boards are usually so big, Shavera wouldn't matter. Use Shavera, we continue going face. Your Shavera's a 6-3 that's going to trade into our, like, you know, 1-1s and 2-2s. Like, we're going to win after that. Alright. What's the MVP? So, every time we win, we get 12 wins in this channel, we make a card golden. And then we have to name this run because it goes on YouTube. So what defined this deck? It wasn't the Tonk. Stop saying Tonk. I didn't even read the chat, and I knew you guys were going to say Tonk. The Tonk was somewhere between bad and terrible, okay? This was, I mean, to be fair, this wasn't the best deck for the Tonk, and we didn't have a lot of choices when we were kind of forced to take the Tonk. But, Mr. Ineptitude says adorable. I mean, Adorable Infestation was pretty good. You know, the Whoppertingers were pretty good too. Infestation, adorable. I like adorable. The True Aim Crescent honestly did a lot of work. But we knew this card was kind of broken. Our big cards really did. Okay, so one card that's not getting a lot of credit here, Smug Senior, did so much work. Yeah, Fango Didai. Yeah. Smug Senior was probably the best of our cards above 1 and 2 mana. Like, we have Animal Companion, which was okay, I guess. Cathera Ritualist. Actually, Cathera Ritualist was okay. Mostly because in this deck, it's like the best possible deck for it. Giving opponents 4-cost cards don't really matter much, especially 4-cost minions. Circus Amalgam kind of did his job. The Firebird did his job, not much more. Fishy Flyer for such a highly rated card. It didn't do that much, honestly, for this deck. Lake Thresher did its job, but it's a highly rated card. Teacher's Pet, we never freaking saw this card, so can't really judge it. It was 14 games, I think we saw this card once. And I don't think it ever died to summon its beast. I don't even know if we played it. I know we had it in our hand. Skystalker did its job, but it's a decently rated card. Smug Senior, though, was so good. And Tonk was underperforming, but we knew it was going to underperform in this deck. So okay. Felmaw did work. Our Felmaws 100% of the time hit face, which was helpful. Except for that one time where, in order to win, he had a full board and we needed both our Felmaws to both hit face, and neither did, but you can't really expect that. Fresh Scent was really good for this deck. I know when I picked Fresh Scent earlier, people were like, really? But at that point, we already had 2 Cobras, and you saw how often we Fresh Scented, like, unpoisonous Cobras. And we had a good number of other beasts. So Fresh Scent was definitely a good pickup. We picked it over like a much higher rated card, but I thought this was a really good deck for Fresh Scent. Cage96 says, so without the True Aim Crescents, this deck wouldn't work. I wouldn't say that. I feel like you do need some kind of weapons, but you don't need it to be the True Aim Crescent. True Aim Crescent is rated 200 something though, so of course it is the best possible option. If you upgraded other parts of the deck and then replaced the True Aim Crescents with like other weapons that are perhaps not as good or other initiative cards, I think you can still make this deck work. Okay. I'm going to see how much dust I have. But I do think the Adorable Infestation did work. The Whoppertingers did a lot of work too. And of course, True Aim Crescent. Not giving Horror the credit? We didn't draw Horror that much. Ooh, 2 golden cards.